to show you how to make these cute little amigurumi donuts. So this is a quick and easy pattern that is available for free on my blog. I will link it below if you'd like to go through the written pattern. But if you want to watch the video tutorial, y'all can stick here with me and I will show y'all what y'all need, and we'll just jump right into it. So the donut is made in two sections. It's made in the base section and the top section, and then it's just stitched together. I stitched the middle together first and then stitched this outside together. So I'll whip stitch that. So it doesn't matter if you make the bottom and the top first, they're made the exact same way. And before I stitch them together, I just add sprinkles to the top piece. So I'm gonna start with the bottom piece. Although, like I said, it doesn't matter which one you start with because they're both crocheted the exact same way. So to start, I've made a slip knot and put it on my hook. And we will chain 24. And then once you do that, you will take your chains and you're going to slip stitch into the very first chain of the round. But just be careful not to twist the stitches. And we're going to slip stitch into this very first stitch. Okay, so now we will, to continue round 1, we will single crochet in 5 stitches. Start. And if you need to get a stitch marker to mark your stitches, go ahead and grab one, or if you got a piece of scrap yarn. And so there's 5, and then the next stitch we'll work 2 single crochet in. And then we will single crochet in 5 stitches and work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So we'll just continue that pattern all the way around for round 1. Round 2, we're going to single crochet in 3 stitches. And I am going to go ahead and use a piece of scrap yarn to mark my first stitch so I do not lose track. So we single crocheted in 3 stitches, single crochet, work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So repeat that all the way around. Single crochet in 3 stitches, work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And we'll just continue that around, and I will keep on and finish row 2. And at the end of row 3, and at the end of row 2, you should have 35 stitches. Going on to row 3, we will single crochet in 4 stitches. There's 4. 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And you will repeat that all the way around. Single crochet in 4 stitches. 2 in the next. And I'll repeat that, and I'll just continue that all the way around. Okay, there's row 3. At the end of row 3, you should have 42 stitches. Going on to round 4. Round 4 is single crochet in 5 stitches. There's 2. I'm going to place my stitch marker or my scrap piece of yarn. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And we will just repeat that, single crochet in 5, 2 in the next stitch all the way around. I'll go ahead and repeat that. At the end of row 4, you should have 49 stitches. Going on to row 5, you will single crochet in 6 stitches and 2 single crochet in the next. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 single crochet in the next. You will just continue and work that all the way around, and I will go ahead and do that. So that was round 5. After round 5, you should have 56 stitches. Moving on to round 6. Round 6 through 8 are worked the exact same. We will single crochet in each stitch around. So I will go ahead and work rows 6 through 8 real fast, single crocheting in each stitch around. Okay, so here is the bottom piece of the donut I finished, and I'm going to go ahead and for the top part, you repeat the exact same thing that you just done for the bottom piece. They'll work the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my top piece, and for it, I'm going to be using a light pink. And I also want to make mention for the top piece of your donut, I always like to leave an extra long tail when you start, and an extra long tail when you stop, because I will use the tail to sew the donut together later. So leave an extra long tail. Just want to let you know that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and start making the top part. Okay, so I have finished the front piece. So I now have the back piece and the front piece both finished. So what we're going to do is, before I stitch them together, is I'm going to go ahead and embroider the sprinkles for it. So all I'm going to do is, I have taken a whatever color of yarn you want for your sprinkles and have cut a long piece and attached it to a yarn needle. And all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pick a spot, anywhere to start. I'm going to pull it through, leaving a good tail over there so I can knot it later so it doesn't come undone. And I am just going to start going through and making my sprinkles. This doesn't have to be perfect. So like right there, like that. Then we'll turn it, and we'll do another one we want to do another one right here. So you're just going to pick anywhere you want them to be. You can make them as big or as small as you want them. And you're just going to pretty much just weave on all, set and sew, weave, whatever you want to call it, all your sprinkles on. So I will sit here and do this, and then I will show y'all how I stitch them together. Finished doing all my sprinkles, so now we're going to start stitching the two pieces together. we're going to stitch the middle pieces together. So I went ahead and put my yarn needle on my frosting color, and we're just going to face them, making sure the wrong sides are facing each other. And you're just going to pretty much pick anywhere to start. And what I do is, I just get it, yarn tail, and I'm just going to pick somewhere, go through my pink, go through the pink, find stitch over on the edge as the brown one, and we are just pretty much going to do that. I'll secure it. I'm going to pop it back through here through the pink so I can see it this way, and that's a little bit easier to see your stitches this direction. So like there, I can see my stitches right there, and I am just going to stitch them together. We're just going to stitch all those together. So we'll just do that all the way around. And I will continue to do that and just stitch this all the way around. Okay, now that I made it all the way around, I'm going to push my yarn through to the wrong side, and I'm going to knot it and make sure it won't come undone. Go and knot it like that, okay. And now we'll flip it over. So now our middle is secured. So now we will find the end on our, there's the end. I will put this on my yarn needle, and we're going to do the same thing here, is just find it, find our stitch, and we're just going to whip stitch it all the way around. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up this stitch, that stitch, just start, and just simply, we're just going to whip stitch this all the way around. But as we go around it, we will stop and stuff it, because you stuff as you go makes it a lot easier than trying to stuff the whole thing after I get almost all of it finished. So I'll go here, I'll do a couple inches, I'll stuff it a little bit, do a couple more, and stuff it some more. The point where I've put the last bit of stuffing in it, and I'm just going to close up these last few stitches, and our donut will be done. So one more, and look at that, guys. Is that not cute? I mean, who doesn't love little donuts? So all you got to do now is I'll find a spot, and I will make a knot and knot this. And I will push it through here and come out. Cut this. And look, my donut is finished. I hope y'all guys liked this tutorial. If y'all did, be sure and click subscribe and check my blog out for more free crochet patterns. Happy crocheting, guys!